I'm Henry the Eighth. I am Henry the Eighth. I am. I got married to a widow next door. She's been married 7 times before, and everyone was an Henry.
Henry.
Couldn't have a Willie or a Sam.
Oh, a Sam.
I'm a eighth old man. I'm Henry. Henry the Eighth. I am.
Second verse.
Second verse, same as the first. We better go.
That's right,
Welcome back to Gunslingers, right here on
the Gunslinger Syndicated Radio Network.
That was a top 10 hit. We were less demanding in the 60s.
I love that song. Don't
get me wrong, me too.
It gets you up and moving, and it's a fun song. It's goofy as hell, but
rock and roll was an escape.
What was the guitar player's name? Rick Flick?
Was that? I remember the bass player was Derek Leckenby, and how that stuck in my head, and I can't find my car keys.
Rick Flick was a famous guitar player in England. He's the guy that plays.
See, he's like the Tommy Tedesco of England.
Very much so.
Wow.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so
rock and roll, baby.
Yeah, he had some good guys behind him.
Add the food critic to your impressive resume. Man, you're like member from Scrambles out in Norco.
Oh, yeah. And you nailed it. It was Rick Flick, and he just passed away last year.
Yeah. I saw him on an episode of a TV show that I won't mention because I asked the host if he would like to be on the show, and he was rather rude to me.
I remember.
Yeah, you were standing right there. He was.
The horse he rode in on.
Yeah, he was kind of a Rick. Anyway,
how do you spell that?
Anyway,
who's up next?
Let's go to Mark in Woodland Hills. Mark, what can we do for you?
Hey, Mark.
Hey, good evening. The shock troops of the Second Amendment, all together.
Ooh, I like that.
Always good to hear from you, Mark.
Hey, you too, sir. I promise no heaven or hell joke tonight. Okay?
Appreciate that. No.
Okay, I have 2 points I'd like for us all to consider. Former L.A. Sheriff Alex Villanueva switched parties, is now running for office again as a Republican. I suggest that Sheriff Bianco campaign with, or at least share public appearances with him. Since they both are highlighting the need for reform, we need to elevate name ID and media attention to create a sum greater than the parts, as it were. And also, this year alone, I have addressed 2 different political activities groups comprised mostly of Latinos. I'd like you to know that this demographic is much more traditionally conservative than even European Americans. What resonated the most was when I told them, you must stand up against these woke California politicians, and the schools who pick up your son say, Juan, put him on a bus, and when he arrives at school, the counselors take him to a room, they dress him as a girl, and they tell him his dead name is no longer used, and his name is Juanita. Folks, you get what you vote for or don't vote for.
I know it.
And this group of folks, they are very traditional. They are pro-Second Amendment. They know how important it is. All of Latin America cracks down almost in a fascist manner against people owning weapons unless you're well-connected. So we have to reach out to everybody, even if it's not in your usual circle of friends. Complete strangers. Tell them what is at stake, and hopefully they'll come along.
Absolutely.
And good to see all 3 of y'all again.
All right, Mark. Thanks for the call.
And a real fast point at that IE conservative conference where former Sheriff Villanueva reported that he had switched parties and all that. Shad Bianco was there, and he actually said that it's probably one of the reasons he switched. He kind of probably was in his ear a bit. So, yeah, they've been together. They've had a lot of time together. So, hopefully,
I've invited him Villanueva twice to be on the show.
Yeah,
and,
when he was still
when he was still sheriff. Yeah, and he said, "Oh, absolutely, I'd love to." And he handed me a card that
went nowhere.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully now the times have changed and we can get him in.
Yeah, but now that the station's giving us issues.
Well, he's not truly running for anything. I think he's trying to become sheriff once again. What if I remember?
Yeah,
but, we'll see.
Apparently, I'm just going to blurt it out. We're not allowed to have political guests on right now.
Yeah,
because of issues. So I'm fighting with them, and we'll see what happens. You know me. Yeah, as soon as you tell me I can't do something, I'm going to do it 4 times.
Hackles go right up, man. Dig in.
Hey, so this is a call to any, because I think it's an equal time type of thing. So any of the following parties that need to call in and have some time, you know what? We're going to give it to you.
Well, that was part of the thing, is because you have to give equal time to all of them. I would love to have
anyone from the
Miss Harris on, or I would love to go at it with them.
Just imagine the calls.
Yeah, I don't think they would stay on very long.
Hey, you know what? We gave them your time, though.
But they have the time, and they need to hear it, because there's a little ivory towering going on. Come on, you people aren't listening to your own constituency.
Yeah. Let's get to James in West LA. James, what can we do for you, sir?
Evening, James.
I have a question about the Beretta PX4 Storm 9mm.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been trying to find one. They seem to be, they don't seem to sell them in gun stores. They seem to have to order them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean,
what is it that attracts you to that particular pistol?
It just the reviews it's gotten. It's a polymer Beretta, and like I said, it seems to be pretty nice. Pretty nice shooting with rotating barrel.
That action is strong as you can make an action.
We've sold bunches of them, and I would call my shop tomorrow in Azusa. I would bet we probably
have some on the shelf.
Yeah, unless,
I wouldn't be surprised.
Unless
it's a very
Beretta's
good
discontinued them, we've always kept them in stock because it's a fairly reasonably priced firearm, and people don't want to spend $1,200 on a 9mm. So especially with this stupid 11% thing. So
the only knock on that pistol, to me, I'm not crazy where Beretta puts the safety, and the wings on that, the ears on that. I swear to God, get ready with the Dremel, because those things.
Yeah,
those things are pretty bitey. Other than that, it's a real great pistol.
And we've sold bunches of them. So call my shop tomorrow, and if they don't have one, they'll give you the reason why.
Yeah, because I'm looking it up right now. It doesn't seem like they've been off roster or they've been discontinued at all, but you just never know.
If we don't have one, it takes a day to 2 tops to get one in. So we'll get you one.
Okay.
All right.
Absolutely.
Hey, thanks for the call, James.
Got your back, James.
Absolutely.
Okay, take care.
That's why you're the gunslinger.
Well, that's what we do. Again, I'm not in the retail store too much anymore. I'm usually down at the auction house these days, but
you make it happen.
Yeah, and talk to my son Andy. He'll get you squared away.
Oh yeah, and then the PX4 Storm. I mean, wielding wise, it's great weight. It fits great in the hand.
Ergonomically, it's nice.
Yeah.
Really quick, Tom in West LA, Howard in West LA. We will get to you in our second
power
packed hour. But really quick, I got a story to tell. Remember last week, you weren't here, but I was telling you about we liquidated a gun shop.
Oh yeah.
So this week, a good friend of mine, a long time, you'll know who it is. I'll tell you off air. Called me and said, "I'm bored. I'm retired. I want something to do. Will you go in partners with me if we open that store up?" Oh. And so I said, well, tell me what's going on. He says, it's been a gun shop for almost 50 years in the same spot.
Staple.
And he, there's nothing else within like 30 miles and blah, blah, blah. And he went on. And at first I'm like, man, partners is scary because the best way I know how to lose a friend, become partners in business with them.
Yeah.
So, I thought about it for a bit, and I thought, you know what? I think we could make this work. So I called him back. I told him, I'm in. Let's get this going. Let's get this rolling. And we're working at it. And I called the owner of the shop, very nice man. I talked to him for about 10 minutes, and he said, yeah. And I asked him, I said, what would you think about working for us part-time? And he said, I think that could be arranged. Yeah. So I got the sucker wired, right? We're going to have Gunslingers 3. We're ready to rock, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, here's where the other shoe falls. I call the landlord of the building. Well, you remember when I used to have a gun shop in Glendora?
Oh, yeah. Man, are you kidding me?
And you remember what happened to me after 27 years?
Of paying your rent on time.
And the only one at times. Mm-hmm. And, that shop being a gun shop since 1978.
Chewy.
They said no. They don't want another gun shop there. So
whatever city that's in, you guys should raise your voices because they're taking away an asset and a staple of your location.
Well, you know what? He explained it to me, and because his insurance, he said because he told me several buildings there, and he's paying $100,000 a year in insurance for all these buildings. But if the gun shop goes away, it goes down to $65,000.
Bottom line.
I get it. I totally understand.
Just on the basis of business.
Yeah, I don't hold any grudge against this gentleman because I completely understand what he's saying.
Yeah.
But what's with this insurance thing?
Oh, another California.
Again, California.
Yeah, and again, this is what got me kicked out of Glendora. It's just mind-boggling to me how this is, the insurance is, why is the insurance, maybe somebody can call us and tell us
know why.
If you're an insurance guy, you can explain to us why are gun shops so ludicrously high. If my insurance for the two shops is into the high five figures.
Yikes.
For the year. I mean, it's ridiculous how much, and this is only over the last couple of years. It just went like,
so it's
it's
California,
double, tripled, blah, blah, blah,
California attempts to regulate insurance companies the same way they regulate firearms, with all the expertise positive outcome.
Yeah,
And when we say that they try to get this industry at every corner, it's a literal corner of the store. Yeah. It's that's what they do.
Yeah. So anyway, it doesn't look like Laguna Niguel's going to have a gun shop anymore, and we tried, and I think it would have worked. I already had plans for the building. We were gonna. I had a whole bunch of stuff we were going to bring in.
Heartbreaker.
That's the way the ball bounces. You're listening to Gunslingers right here on
the Gunslinger Syndicated Radio Network.
And I'm going to pout because I didn't get my way. We'll be back in just a minute.